the GT audience is on YouTube. It's not Twitch for whatever reason. A lot of the strategy games I play, it's on YouTube and not Twitch. So I think just based on what I'm up to, YouTube is just the better of the two. And it's time for me to just put stuff back on here again. I'm going to be uploading a ton of shorts. I might make every single one of my TikToks that I've made over the years a video, so I can at least start backing things up, because if they're deleting whole platforms at once, it's only a matter of time before I potentially lose everything. So let's solidify the situation a little bit. And back to TikTok and 28K followers, this video today is in celebration of that fact. So I've got a special car to commemorate this event, and I'm going to drift around so that I can get some cool clips so that I can make a celebratory TikTok about it. Hence why I tried to do that on Twitch, to find that there was no way for me to really go back after the fact from the stream and get things. Then to find out, integrating this once again into my PlayStation, that I cannot go live unless I have 50 subscribers. So, you know, it's rolling with the punches. It's adapting to one scenario to find out that there's a hindrance in another, and ultimately uploading episodes to the YouTube, I think, will be the best use, all things considered, whether that be the audience, whether that be growth, whether that be me having means to get my material later. All signs point to YouTube. I'll go live when they let me, and let's start kicking ass once again. Maybe down the road I'll explain a little bit more about why the channel was deleted, but for the time being, we're here to celebrate. Let's hit some laps. Experimenting with this time of day. I don't know if I'd rather have sunlight. We'll see how it looks. I played this track in a race not that long ago, and I think this reverse track could have some awesome potential. Some of these roads look like the roads near my house in the hills, so I might be able to get something kind of realistic. A little bit heavy in the back. I might have to reduce that a tad. Oh shit. I'll take a left through here, I can get something sick. We'll work on it. There's potential there. There's another cool one coming up too. Hey, this is still getting the points. Look at that. Yeah, it'll be good to go back to when things were at the best of times, when I was uploading live to YouTube. I think that was the best combo. And then they say, well, if you have all of those TikTok followers, why not upload there? And yeah, I'd like to incorporate that in the mix when I do live, but and I have that already set up. Issue there is that if you're doing anything from your PlayStation to TikTok, it requires a capture card and some hardware I don't have. So this is the Supra Shredder. It's in the same pattern as that Castrol GTX Supra, and that's what that is the car. But it is in the colorway of Shredder from Ninja Turtles. I do a jacket project that's also sort of like a bit of like an esports content doodad called Boss Move, and I capture cool footage to, you know, advertise my jackets and shit. Put something like this to a cool beat, man. You might not sell a jacket, but you'll get a cool video. They're awesome. So I don't really feel one way or the other about the time of day. I don't think it's really hindering my ability to drive. I don't think it really... I don't know, it could be useful for me to do it in the daytime just to get more used to the track. I wouldn't mind some more camber angle on that, actually. So, some minor adjustments here to make, here and there. Let's try again. Still too much. Ooh, shit. What tires? Okay, that's correct tires. Okay, I had rain tires on still. Maybe a little better. Let's see. Take some weight off the back end of this car. Fishtail's just a wee bit easy. It doesn't have a ton of horsepower to correct it. Yeah, I've got to remember to take it really easy on the first turn. I mean, I think to get the results I want, I'm gonna have to be going like fourth through a lot of this. I mean, it feels like a substantial drift when you're doing it. But yeah, a second gear drift is just too weak on that. I gotta be really flooring it. There used to be another mode. They might have done away with that. unexpectedly might be the best turn for what I'm trying to do. It's a pretty narrow 2 lanes. I don't know. And some of this stuff, I do well with the S turns. Try again. What happens? Take off a little of this. See how that goes. Yeah, eventually I'm going to do an engine swap into this car. I don't know what engine I'm going to pick though. I've got to step it up through this section. Still second gear at most, but it was a little bit tighter. Okay, let's see if we can floor it through this bit. Nah. Not that time. Not in fourth. I might see what happens if I put on better quality tires. It might help my ability to steer. I know the objective is to be slick so you glide. Maybe an improvement of tires might be useful. Yeah, flowing it in second is not going to be enough for that turn. Yeah, I think with better tires, I'm gonna have better steering control through these turns that are either second gear or two sideways. Not gonna cut it slick. Oh, dang it. That's not what I wanted. Let me check out the different tires. And it seems like I might have the wrong... No, it's on drifting. Huh, I don't have sports hard tires. Come on, man. Let's see. Some slightly better tires might make a decent difference in these turns. I'll probably be able to brake faster. I'm not getting it sideways as easily. There is that. It's going to take a little bit more force to get sideways. And we're off. Yeah, I think it's going to be the crappy tires. Let's see how it fares here. And I can bike skid into it, like I did when we were 8. Yeah, if this track is going to work like I want it to, I need to not have these tires. Yeah, not the right tires for what I'm trying to do. I might lower its top speed so that its shifts are more punchy. Spin. Make this like that. So like a second of throttle is like 3 gears. definitely seems warmer. I would have climbed being a little bit closer to the turn there. I think this is what I want. A little more sideways than I want. Well, it's probably going to be the best one we've done. I don't know how much better we're going to get. We'll probably do it better. Oops, wrong button. Let's see how this goes. Not quite. I think we can do better than that. The S15 would do well here, maybe. was alright. I want to spend more of the arc of the turn accelerated. So far I'm spending like half of the turn decelerated. So I think what it is I hit the previous turn nicely and then brake a bunch so that I've got the majority of the turn to go as fast as I can. That was kind of tight. Some of it is just kind of luck of the draw in terms of what the camera decides to do at any given time. Right, you're off. Early. Not quite, buddy. You can see the preference is to get as close to the inside as I can. I think it's going to just be trial and error and just working with whatever groove I'm given each time. I don't think I'm going to be able to force it. No, you cannot floor it through that turn. That will not work. I might have cleaned it up towards the end a little bit. thinking, what other tracks do I want to try to get some good footage on? I don't know if this... I like the idea of getting footage here, it's just not optimal for this car. Swiss Alps might work. Though I'm not going to be able to get into a proper gear. I don't have any drifting attempts at Dubai. A lot of nice bright lights there that could match this car design kind of nice. Though it's not a street setting. Yeah, it kind of works. Alright, I think we have enough time to go again. Any adjustments? Seem to be having good luck turning down its top speed. Let's turn this down. Yeah, something like that. Kinda. See, time for another. No, we do not have time for another try. We can do a couple other things though. So, thank you for watching during this drifting channel debut. I think I'll put up another hour later on. I'm still kind of deciding if this is the track I want to do it on, because everything works for it, but how this car is responding to these turns. So, yeah, I might think about a different track. The music idea I have, I might need to do a little bit of research, because if the UMD property owner is going to trip, I'd rather know than make it and then find out, you know. So I'll see what I can do to find out if I can do the song idea I want to do. I might make the song and then edit the video after I know the song is fine. But let's see, what did I want to do here? I wanted to go to the garage. Now there used to be... I don't think this is what I'm looking for. This is different. I might do some of that. Actually, let's look through this, and then maybe I'll choose to do some escapes. That's us. The front of the car works for me. The sides are okay, and the back is not so great. I'm having some kind of, what is it, economy of chroma going on here. It should really be black, silver, and purple for the concept, to work with the theme. Yet my own branding graphics are only in red. So it's black, white, red, or black, silver, red, purple. I wish I could look at it spin just from that distance. I might be able to figure that out from the library editor. You might be able to do that, actually. It's gonna be me in a minute. Yeah, normally it looks nicer. I wonder, can I get a different wing for it? I don't like this wing very much. It doesn't look like it. Oh, that's the timer. See you next time. I'll probably upload a video of escapes, and then I'll be back drifting a little bit. Peace.